Days of Our Lives spoilers. Sophia busted. Who exposes adoption scheme? Days of Our Lives spoilers display that human beings are beginning to join the dots concerning Sophia Choi s. Rachel Boyd, child. Tate Black, Leo Howard, seeks criminal advice. Plus, Sarah Horton Kuriakis, Lindsay Godfrey, will hold to experience responsible approximately deceiving Brady Black, Eric Martsolf. Then, there are different folks that have become suspicious as well. So, let s get began out speaking approximately this storyline. Sophia Choi s guilt. Ever due to the fact Sophia gave up her child. She s been having a difficult time. A lot of human beings are hating on her proper now. However she s additionally a youngster who became on my own on the time of giving birth. There have been some instances while Sophia desired to inform the reality. However, Melinda Trask, Tina Huang, stopped her every time, supplying a method to the problem. It s sincerely much like what befell with Sloane Peterson, Jessica Surfati, as well. Sophia is younger and her hormones have been bouncing everywhere in the place. Melinda is a grown girl and a legal professional who is aware of better. Tate Black s legal advice. Then, we've Tate, who's insisting on assembly his child. Tate attempted to jot down a letter to the faux adoptive parents. However, Melinda wrote back, rejecting Tate s request. It is teased that Tate and Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimus, are seeking for Belle Black s. Martha Madison, criminal advice. Belle would possibly say that she desires to see the authentic adoption contact. That ought to poke a few holes in Sophia s story. Specifically due to the fact she to start with claimed it became an open adoption. If it became an open adoption, then wouldn't T Tate have a bodily cope with or as a minimum a final name? Sarah Horton Kuriakis confronted. Days of Our Lives spoilers display that in the week of August 18, 2025, Brady questions Sarah. It is likewise said that Sarah attempts to push Sophia into telling the reality. So, there are already some exceptional human beings that might blow the lid in this adoption secret. Amy Choi s connection. Over with Amy Choi, Nay Nielsen. She is already getting suspicious. Not most effective as she involved approximately Sophia s intellectual health. However she is attracted to Tessero. The girl stated that Tessero appears precisely like Sophia s little brother. Amy isn T the most effective one who's suspicious. It appears that Javi Hernandez, Al Calderon, is already starting to join the dots. So, with these kinds of gamers in Sophia s child story, how will the reality come out? With those forms of storylines, it s commonly a scientific disaster that exposes the reality. We noticed while Tessero became firstborn. He had a crying fit. Nothing became observed then. However Tessero ought to nonetheless have a hidden scientific problem. If that occurs, then Sophia may not have any preference however to return back forward. What occurs while all and sundry realizes the reality?